So, in one of my other videos, I actually lost progress, but I never talked about it. And the progress was swordsmanship styles and shit of Kenshi, and I did like a tonal slash. But then later on I drawed more techniques that he uses. So after reading whole ass Demon Slayer, I was like, I want to do that too. Where they have like forms, techniques that I had to memorize and shit that the viewer would know like progression of. Except I'm a little bit more simpler. I'm not gonna draw like all that dragon and shit, fire breathing, water breathing shit. I'm a simple man. I only have Kenshi is the only one that's gonna be using most of it, so I'll just talk about it. So we always seen this tonal slash. That's like his ultimate move, but that's his temp move. That's his temp form, at least. This is his style. So it goes style then form. He has 3 styles, and over the arc, say he's gonna go through, he progressively uses a different style more, and each style is more better and suited for different techniques or different times. For example, swordsman style uses no like crazy shit. Very simple, very elegant, simply usual blade. And then his forms, which is right here: draw, bisect, pierce, slash, parry, set, bladeless cut, invisible, draw, 9, 10 eternal slash. So it basically gets more and more crazier the higher you go. And only did 1, 3, and 5 because those are the main techniques he's going to use throughout the manga I will one day create. Lol. Like that will ever happen. So first is draw, and then the draw goes in 2 forms where it's a side draw. Draw is basically when he draws his sword. It's a draw and a slash at the same time, so that's what it's called, draw. You draw your sword, and yeah, you slash. So this is all coming from the sheath. Pierce is obviously simple. Pierce. You guys are not dumb, so I don't need to explain it to you. Until we get to my crazy ass art, then I'll explain it. His 5th is parry, obviously. He parries the move by either redirecting. He usually redirects, not take it fully blunt in swordsman style. So remember that. This is redirect. Next, Blood Eye style. Blood Eye style is from like after his betrayal arc. He gets betrayed, and then he goes to his revenge arc. And then he gets a demon sword, which is dragon blood. Demon sword. God, that sounds extra cringe. But whatever, we're going with it. So, this allows him to use his own blood and the blood of his opponents as like a... he could control it too. It's not controlling, it's just adding like extra oomph. Like shoot it. Yeah, it's blood control basically. He can't control it, but it's just like energy. Like he could blast. It's hard to explain. But either it has more destructive power, as you see, because when he does his draw, sideways draw, instead of just a draw, it shoots a projectile of blood. Or energy, or whatever we want to call it. And that shit destroys shit. And then vertical slash, that shit destroys shit. See a little stick man right there? And then destroys shit. Pierce, destroys shit. So the thing... Okay, I'll talk about it later, never mind. So, Pierce destroys shit. And then, parry, instead of parrying, he just absolutely destroys it. He takes it full on and just destroys whatever he's trying to do. The blood style gives him a lot of oomph. A lot of oomph. But after using Eternal Slash, he can't basically use the blood style as much anymore. Because that's like the condition of Eternal Slash. You lose your swordsmanship. Or you lose at least that type of swordsmanship and whatnot. And after like using that, he's like, I don't need this move anymore, this dragon, blah 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 blah. And he goes to a new form, or a new type of style, actually, style. And the style is Aura style. Aura style uses sword aura, which is a whole different type of energy. Instead of using blood and sacrifice, he uses sword aura, which is literally just pure swordsmanship and life energy. Swordsman style is less destructive, but it's much more precise and fast. See, right here, when he does his draw, he doesn't even put away his hand. He's like fucking Vol'jel. He just keeps his hand on there, and then a bunch of fucking sword or like pierces just shoots out. And that like pummels the enemy. And also his vertical slash up. It's very sharp. It's not crazy. It's just very contained. But it's about precision, speed, and elegance. That is sword aura. And third, right here, extra fast. He's able to hit all these in an instant with just a line of sword ore. And only one line of sword ore could do this much piercing. Yeah, it seems like it's like huge destruction, but sword ore, like, it does the minimum amount. Like, if the enemy is big, it'll get a lot of sword ore. If the enemy is small, then it'll give that much sword ore. It's not really a destructive technique. It's just a technique made to counter, to take down the enemy. And it doesn't waste any excess. Fifth is, instead of, you know, countering by destroying whatever's trying to hit you, this one redirects anything. It's like a ballistic missile, don't ask why. And then he redirects it with his sword and shoots it up. Now, some of you artists may notice, why do you have this black shit over here? This shit look ugly as fuck. Two reasons. One, I didn't know what the hell was going on with my art, so this helps me like figure it out what the hell is going on. And another thing is because since it's two Kenshis, the way they differentiate which one uses sword ore, because sword ore is very selective. It's specific to the user. Because of this, it has like a tint of like light or a color, and Samurai Kenshi's is black because it's black mist. But student Kenshi is gonna have white because he's more he has this new type of energy. I think it was like life energy or something, or ancestry energy, which is white, and then he has more of that. So his stuff is gonna be white, tinted with white instead of black. Now I think about it, doesn't make sense that old Kenshi is redirecting a missile because it's black, so this is old Kenshi because missiles didn't exist in the 18th century or in the 16th century, but we don't care. Yeah, so that's basically the new forms. Always wanted to make a video about this because I always have trouble like doing it in order whenever I'm thinking of my character. I'm like, so was it swordsman style, form, blah 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 blah, but now I know. Swordsman style, first form, parry or whatnot. First form is draw, actually. So yeah, and now I have actual list of forms, so I could progress the character more and make the story easier. Yep, that's it.